Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in just in an absolute free fall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a carry for Bernard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Butler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Still going. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Bernard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete here. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
It's our time.
Here's Trubisky. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
That's how we do it, baby.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Vikings under 6-year head coach Mike Zimmer as we get set to see Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to hit you.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Third and long here for Rosen. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
You better be ready next time.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little breathing room now. First and 10 at the 17. Now Rosen looking to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. To throw is Rosen. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First down.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. A look now at our starting defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. To throw on second and 6, Rosen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Cohen.
36.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The rushing numbers last week for Cohen. 17 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Hey, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky, he'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Cooper was the target there.
You see me out here? That's right.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Toe-mashed it.
Super toe.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 10-3.
Makes the score Vikings 10.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
On second down, Bernard. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky looking for Cooper. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky got his man complete over the middle. That's Wells. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And now out comes Minnesota. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. On third down, Rosen. And Thomas has it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 30 yards there. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Draw play. Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2.
Just like that. Just like that.
Rosen now off the bootleg. His throw incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
11 yards there, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the draw, here's Bernard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trubisky's pass. Incomplete. Intended for Eric Subbard.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And now it's Rosen looking. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. Rosen now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen.
Come on, man.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, it's Rosen. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Cohen. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been the UCLA man, Josh Rosen, with the strong first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Cohen.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, let's go.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rosen to throw again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to take off with it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rosen hands off to Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They go to Johnson again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
That's what I do.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
So that flag will cost him 15.
Here we go.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Let's go, D.
On first down, it's Samuels. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The tackle by Jelani Tavai. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down now. Bernard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Trubisky's pass. Intended for Bryce.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Minnesota.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Open man is Cantrell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's go.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Makes the score Vikings.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So
it does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. That throw into the arms of Allen, and he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. That is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's caught at the 2. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Mike 29.
First down,
Let's go,
Minnesota.
defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Strong right.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long here for Rosen, and that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Go.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Trubisky on first down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask.
Personal
Certainly
foul.
looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the
On that
face
first
mask.
down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get them on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sheldon Day. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
A draw play. Bernard. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
I got you, punk.
On first down, Samuels. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On second down, it's Johnson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
We got this.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you and I, we just looked at each other and kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
So for Minnesota, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.